my dream part on stage or screen? I'm very drawn to the complicated nature of the human sort of mind, and I like playing in. I'm very drawn to characters that sort of have like a juxtaposing points of views or selves and are grappling with it, and what is good and what is bad, and guilt. And I feel like that's something I'm thinking about a lot for myself, and so I like to explore that in my characters. And so I think playing somebody like Lady Macbeth but not making her a villain and making her truly empathizing with her and being in her shoes, and you know, I think if you are playing like the quote-unquote villain in a movie, it's a mistake to like think of them as bad. Everything has a context for why somebody believes something in a certain way, and to find that context and to believe in it, which is why I was very drawn to Joker. It does relate to that kind of exploration of why people can become who they become, and why extreme pain can lead to certain things. And I read that script and immediately knew that this was a story I wanted to tell. I didn't really grow up in Germany as much as, so I was born there. I was born in Berlin, and I moved to the States when I was 1. But my father is German. He met my mom when he was 25. My family's from East Germany. My mom's from New York. And I would go back and forth. So I think my German side of my personality comes about in I do have a thing for efficiency, you know, which is a very stereotypical thing to say, but I do believe that depending on what language I speak, I also think different parts of my personality are elevated. As a child, I remember I was always criticized for apologizing, because I'd be like, oh, sorry, I did this, sorry, I did that. And I think as I've gotten older, my German self is more strong and direct, and a bit more, I think, a little less sweet. And I've realized that by me having an Instagram and me having access to a degree, you know, is it my duty to talk about things that at least are important to me, like the climate, and to put myself outside of my comfort zone to do those things. It has influence, and is also an interesting opportunity to have direct contact with people. And as much as I hate it, I also cherish that it's the only space I can express myself unedited, which is why I don't really do sponsored content or anything, at least not right now, who knows, but because I just don't want to ever be told what to say.